Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm renovating this build to make it cheaper, exactly half the price that it is now. At least that was the challenge that I set myself. I wanted it to be a bunch cheaper, not just a little bit. So that was the challenge that I set myself, and I actually managed it quite well. I got it from the 130,460 to 65,230. So yeah, I cut it more than half. So I was really proud of myself for actually managing that, because of course that is a lot of money to subtract from a build. And I did that mainly with deleting things and making some adjustments what I had in there. So, for example, the hedges, I just made them a little bit smaller and I saved a bunch of money there. And I also decided to use cheaper furniture in the back, for example, so that table is cheaper and also the chairs are cheaper. I also used a little bit of a trick with the terrain painting instead of the tiles, because terrain painting is it doesn't cost anything. I also removed the stairs because I already only had a one high foundation, so the Sims can just walk up there without a problem. So why not just delete the stairs and save the money? I also deleted everything in the attic because you can't actually use anything there, or it's not really something that you need. So I thought, why not delete everything? I also used bigger plants but less plants. So, for example, I replaced the three plants I think that I had in the bedroom in that corner near the ladder with one big one, which is also cheaper. I replaced some of the carpets and the furniture just to have a cheaper version of it. I also put some less paintings down, and I did the trick where I size up a painting and it looks like it's still a lot of wall that is covered, but it's covered by less paintings or posters, so it's not as expensive. And in the kids' room or teenagers' room, I also deleted some objects and replaced them with cheaper ones. I also replaced the lamps. They are significantly more expensive than the saucer lights that I use now. I also changed the wallpaper and deleted the walkway to the indoor garden that I had put down in that build. I actually really enjoy that build. I think it turned out quite nicely, but of course it is quite expensive, so that's why I thought, why not renovate it and make it cheaper. I don't think a renovation is necessarily supposed to make everything cheaper. It's supposed to update everything, and honestly, if you make it cheaper, you don't really update the build usually. But I thought it would be better for people to actually use the build if it's not quite as expensive, because of course sometimes you just download something and if it's too expensive you can't do it. So yeah, that was the thought behind it, and also it's a little bit of a challenge that I set myself, and as I said, I actually enjoyed doing it. And now I'm in the entrance and kitchen area, and also in the living room. And here I replaced the couch with a cheaper one, and I also looked at the coffee tables and replaced it. I also deleted some of the paintings that I had down. I also exchanged the fridge because the stove, because the stove was the most expensive one that is in the game, and well, that is quite a lot of money that you can save if you just use a cheaper one. And then I also replaced the TV because it was the most expensive one that I had put down, so I just used a cheaper one and sized it up one, and that makes it quite a large TV still, but just cheaper. And I also rearranged the backyard a little bit, so the foundation is not as much, so the back porch is smaller, which also saves quite a lot of money. I also removed some of the maze, so I made it a little bit less convoluted, and I just deleted some of the hedge parts, and that made it a little bit cheaper as well. And then I checked, and I think I just needed 2,000 more simoleons that I needed to save, so I did that mostly in the teenager's room. I replaced the laptop, and as you can see, the build is half the price. Now you can see some screenshots of the build. I hope you like it. You can download it from the gallery. My ID is TGGSims, same as my YouTube channel name. I also hope that you liked the video and will consider pressing the thumbs up button and subscribing. Thanks very much for watching and have a great week. Bye!